On this episode of AMA Air, we will drop in on a retirement banquet honoring Dave Mathewson, our Executive Director for the past 7 years.
Plus, learn more about your Flying Site Assistance Coordinator.
And if your club still hasn't renewed its charter, stick with us because it's not too late. All that and more on this episode of AMA Air.
Hello and welcome to AMA Air, your source for modeling news. I'm Chris Savage.
And I'm Erin Dobbs. Auburn Plainsman RC will be hosting a spring warbird fly-in on May 19th in Auburn, Alabama. There will be open flying Thursday and Friday before the competition.
Rotorfest 2018 will be held May 17th through the 20th in Livermore, California. Livermore Flying Electron's 6th annual helicopter fly-in begins at noon with RV and tent camping encouraged.
Love Air RC Club is proud to once again host a jet rally May 18 and 19 in Ault, Colorado. There will be prizes for Best of Show, Scale Flight, and Pilot's Choice.
RC Prop Busters are once again sponsoring the Scale Sailplane Aerotow 2018 in Salem, Connecticut, May 17th through the 20th. Beginners and spectators are encouraged to attend this annual 4-day event.
The Suburban Aero Club of Chicago will be holding a Memorial Day float fly May 26th in Oak Forest, Illinois. The event is open to all AMA members and a rowboat will be available for retrieval.
Finally, the Northwest Control Line Regionals will be held in Roseburg, Oregon, May 25th through the 27th. Additional events include Old Time Stunt, Classic Stunt, Profile Stunt, and more.
For more information on these events or to find one in your area, you can check out the sanctioned event calendar in Model Aviation or at modelaircraft.org.
So I see that a rowboat is going to be available. I think my best stunt would probably be getting my airplane out of the pond.
Yes, if that club does not have a camera going with that going on and sending those into AMA
Sending
Air,
those to us. Yeah, we'd like to see that.
We would really like to see that, yes. Coming up, we'll take a look at Dave Mathewson's contributions to the hobby.
Want more news and stories from the AMA and Model Aviation magazine? Subscribe to the new Media Minute newsletter. You'll get a quick look at some of the stories you might have missed from Model Aviation right in your inbox. And for the drone and helicopter enthusiasts, the new Rotor Report is just for you. You'll find stories, tips and tricks, product reviews, and more from the world of helicopters and drones that will get your props spinning. Find these newsletters and others at www.modelaircraft.org/publications.
Friday, April 27th, the House of Representatives passed the FAA Reauthorization Act of 2018, the first step toward a long-term reauthorization of the FAA. We're happy to share that Section 336, also known as the Special Rule for Model Aircraft, is included in this bill with meaningful refinements that we supported to help make it stronger. We especially want to thank the thousands of members who participated in our call to action in the last few weeks to let Congress know the importance of protecting our hobby. Your efforts during this critical time have made a significant impact. There are several more steps in the process before FAA reauthorization becomes law, and we'll continue to work on improving the bill. As always, continue to monitor modelaircraft.org/gov for new information. We'll also keep you updated through email, social media, and right here on AMA Air.
Recently, Frankie Miranda's president of the Borinquen RC Model Club in Puerto Rico shared some photos of the club's flying site. The photos tell the story of Hurricane Maria's impact, the recovery efforts, and how the club has found success. The Borinquen RC Model Club has attracted over 30 new AMA members and has adopted a new mantra: receive every new visitor with a smile. You can see all of the photos on the AMA District 5 blog.
And we have another example of our clubs doing extraordinary things. The Casa Grande RC Flyers received an AMA Club Recognition and Reward Grant earlier this year for hosting events that benefit local charities and for holding programs at area schools and 4-H groups. The club has been raising money for the Casa Grande Food Bank and Valley Humane Society and will begin supporting another charity this winter. The club's first annual fly-in and swap meet will be held on January 12, 2019 to benefit Hospice Charitable Fund. To learn more about the Casa Grande RC Flyers, visit casagrandercflyers.com.
AMA Hall of Famer Colonel Robert Thacker recently added yet another accomplishment to his list of lifetime achievements. He celebrated his 100th birthday. According to his AMA History Project biography, Colonel Thacker began modeling at the age of 8 and turned it into a lifelong hobby. He also served in the Air Force from 1939 until 1970. Visit the AMA History Project to learn more about Colonel Thacker and his amazing accomplishments. Plus, the Colonel Thacker Invitational was recently held in Florida, and you can see more from that event at an upcoming issue of Model Aviation magazine.
After 7 years as AMA's Executive Director, Dave Mathewson has retired. His involvement with AMA began in 1996 when he sent a letter to his District Vice President, leading to his service as Associate Vice President, as well as Vice President and President of the AMA. Let's drop into his retirement banquet to learn about his achievements and the impact that he's had on the modeling community.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I want to thank you for all being here tonight. For we all know it's a very special night for each and every one of us. Our retirement dinner and celebration for Dave Mathewson, our Executive Director, so let's give him a platform.
AMA hired Dave about 6 years ago after being an AVP and a VP. And president.
You've guided AMA through the FAA troubled waters. 4 years into your presidency, we were looking for a new executive director. And he makes the decision that, you know what, I need to come out here permanently. And council agreed. This man sold his business, sold his home. He understood the culture. He understood the staff. They brought people together. And he turned the organization around and got us going in the right direction.
So I'm Greg Principato, I'm president of the National Aeronautics Association. For those who don't know me or NAA, we're the Aero Club of the United States, and we oversee air sports in the U.S. So on behalf of the board and our chairman, Jim Albaugh, I present this certificate of honor from NAA to Dave for his exemplary service as executive director and past president of the Academy of Model Aeronautics, and for his dedication to promoting and fostering educational and scientific advancement in model aeronautics. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
We did establish a new award for the Academy called the Lifetime Achievement Award, and this is for individuals that have basically spent a lifetime serving this community, both as a participant in the community as well as a servant in the community. And I can't think of anyone that's more deserving of the Lifetime Achievement Award than Dave Mathewson. So Dave, if you would.
So from the Academy of Model Aeronautics, AMA, Lifetime Achievement Award presented to Dave Mathewson in recognition of your decades of service and contributions to air modeling and the Academy of Model Aeronautics 2018.
And one of the privileges I have as president is to actually be able to present a presidential citation to individuals that have made an outstanding contribution to this hobby. And I can't think of Dave without Ginger. So I want to make this presentation to both of them, both Dave and Ginger Mathewson. And if I can read the citation. This is in recognition of your lifetime commitment to model aviation, the airline community, and your years of dedicated service to the members of the Academy of Model Aeronautics. A job well done. Thank you.
There's challenging times ahead for this organization, and the council needs to be, as they know, they need to be intricately involved in dealing with a lot of the regulatory issues we face, because they are, in essence, our feet on the ground in certain areas of the country. And the staff, thank you. You know, we came here with a 9-year membership decline in the midst of that, throes of that, and we turned that around in 1 year. We went from a 9-year decline to a 6-year increase in membership. You know, one of the charges the council gave me when I came here was get a handle on 3 things: membership decline, staff morale, the budget. And we turned around a huge deficit budget in 1 year to a surplus. And we always have a surplus budget, and I have never presented a deficit budget to the council. I have this saying, you know, my work here is done. I want to thank you all for being my friends. Thank you.
Coming up, meet the man who can help with all of your flying sight needs.
Do you have a story you think we should have on AMA Air? Then visit air.modelaircraft.org and tell us about it by sending us an airmail. And if you're not already a member of the AMA, be sure to visit modelaircraft.org and sign up today.
Chances are, many of you don't need an introduction to Tony Stillman. As Flying Sight Assistance Coordinator, Tony has probably answered many of your questions, worked to facilitate relationships, or maybe even helped your club find a new flying site. Let's learn a little bit more about Tony.
I'm the Flying Sight Assistance Coordinator for AMA. I really have two hats, Flying Sight Assistance Coordinator and Technical Director. My main job as Flying Sight Assistance is to assist clubs in obtaining and retaining flying sites. I really got interested in models when I was 6 or 7 years old. Then out of the blue one Saturday morning, my mom was reading the newspaper and saw where there was a model airplane event in the local area. So my dad and I jumped in the car and drove out there. It was a local model club. We joined the club and bought an airplane on the recommendation of the club. My dad and I built it together, started learning to fly. Yeah, I really like to fly model airplanes. I still do that. I'm doing some warbird stuff, but I've always been, my brothers and I always did a lot of fishing together. So I like to do saltwater fishing. I still have not acclimated myself to freshwater stuff up here. And there's freshwater fishing in Florida, obviously, too, but we do some saltwater bait fishing for speckled trout, redfish, and been doing that for forever, since I was 10 years old, I guess. And, I just finished an FAA. I'm trying to get into the warbird stuff, so I really want to go to some warbird fly-ins. So I got several projects over the next 3 or 4 years that I hope to get knocked out. The nice thing about being in Indiana is you have a building season. In the wintertime, you can actually sit down and build. So I've been doing radio repair work for 40 years, and I still have a lot of people that send me equipment. And I do some custom stuff for people who have some sort of disability. Maybe they've had a stroke and lost use of the left hand. I do some things and modify the radios with foot pedal throttles and different things so that those folks that have been flying continue to fly. And I really enjoy doing that and helping folks out. So all in all, model airplanes have just been really good to me. I guess that's a kind of a thing. I've just enjoyed being around the people. It's my opportunity, I feel like, to kind of give back for all the things it's done for me in the past.
So Tony's got such a storied history with AMA. He's served in a number of different positions. He's been on world championship teams. I mean, he's done everything you can do, and he's such a great resource for us in the building because he's got so much knowledge. Exactly. You can go to Tony and learn how to fly. You can also go to Tony and learn how to get a flying field. So everything from A to B, he's got you covered. Yep. Did your club forget to renew its charter? Coming up, learn what you can do to renew.
Every journey starts somewhere. Our journey begins with imagination. And imagination can take us anywhere. Because the best journeys end with new beginnings.
The March 31st deadline for clubs to renew their annual charter status has come and gone, and there are still several clubs that haven't submitted their renewal documents for the 2018 charter year. Life gets busy and sometimes things slip through the cracks, so there's no need to panic if your club has not completed the process. If you're paying by MasterCard, Visa, or Discover, simply fax the forms to 765-286-3303 or email the forms to clubs@modelaircraft.org to expedite the process. If your forms have been misplaced, we're here to help. Send a brief email and we will forward the appropriate pre-filled paperwork right to you. You can also use the forms in the club chartering guide to get started. You can learn more about renewing your charter in the AMA Clubs blog or in the February 15th episode of this show. That's all for this episode of AMA Air. You can stay connected with us by following us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. For even more videos, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And from all of us here at AMA, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time, but for now, it's time to get flying.